If you follow my blog, you know that I love Baja, California. And why not? Who doesn't love a beach town? And there's tacos. What more can you ask for? You might be asking, why did I title my video "The First Time in Rosarito" when everyone knows I've been to Rosarito many times? You see, many Americans are too scared to come to Baja California, Mexico, because they hear about hyped up stories about the drug cartel violence. Anyone who knows Mexico will tell you the violence is real, but they will also tell you that it is only targeted to those who are in drug activity. So if you're not involved in drugs, you really don't have anything to worry about with the cartels. You do, however, have to worry about eating too much. But that's kind of getting ahead of the story, because this video is about the perfect day in Rosarito. You see, what happened is I have some cousins who live in Northern California, and they saw my videos about Baja California, and so they called me up and said, "We see you having fun. You know your way around. Can you show us what to do?" So that's exactly what I did. But then I had to think, if this was my first time ever in Rosarito, what would I do? So I got out to it and planned it out, and here is what I got. First, you need to find a place to park. If you're staying at a hotel, you will of course park at your hotel. But if you're like us and driving from somewhere else, you will need to find parking. There are parking lots all over Rosarito, but I find that the most convenient parking is at the legendary Rosarito Beach Hotel and Spa. Parking at this hotel is $2 an hour, but you can get $4 included if you spend at least $10 in food or other items at the hotel. I know legendary is a hype word, but considering this hotel is celebrating 100 years, legendary is a more than adequate description for this place. You see, back in the 20s and 30s, alcohol was prohibited in the United States, but it wasn't in Mexico. And Rosarito is just 3 hours drive from Hollywood. So a lot of actors, many famous actors, came and visited the Rosarito Beach Hotel and Spa. A visit to the hotel is pretty epic. The building itself is beautiful, surrounded by Pueblo tiles and huge paintings of rural scenes of days gone by. As part of the 100th birthday, the Rosarito Hotel and Spa has this very interesting exhibit where you can see some interesting items from the hotel's past.
Came here 100 years ago, this would have been your room?
Yeah.
Complete with, probably not complete with fire extinguisher, but you know.
Maybe, maybe not. You never know. A lot of wood around here. Just do a picture over there of Marilyn Monroe. They'll probably show it here. She came here quite often. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Morgan Fairchild.
58, 42.
Charlie Sheen. Yeah, of course, sure. Yeah, a lot of Titanic was filmed here. See, this is the replica that they made of the Titanic down here.
And
made a full-size replica.
Fox Studios, that's why Schwarzenegger was down here.
Oh, he was.
Films,
oh, that makes sense. He was here to inaugurate the. Maria Felix is a famous actress. She's like one of the most famous Mexican actresses. Everybody recognizes her.
Juan Gabriel, yes, another famous. Rosarito Beach Hotel still brags about their helipad.
Yeah,
you know.
We have a helipad. They had an airport.
Yeah.
Rita Hayworth, okay.
The original Caesar's Cafe. Tijuana, bringing down the stuff.
How would that be the original Caesar salad?
Yep.
Yes, the original Caesar salad was discovered in.
Well, it's created
in Tijuana. The Rosarito Beach Hotel and Spa is a perfect place to get out to the beach and to the pier. That is where you will find the Rosarito letters. You know, you really haven't been to a Mexican city unless you take a picture in front of the letters. The beach in Rosarito is a hive of activity on Saturday. Expect a lot of sights and sounds. You can bring your own chairs and umbrellas, or opt for what we did and for $17 rent tables, chairs, and umbrellas. You really don't have to ever get up from your chair. Anything that you want to buy will come to you. Popular vendors are food, massages, braided hair, and personalized bracelets. At the beach, I negotiated a horse ride on the beach for my cousin. With tip, it was $19 for a 15-minute ride that included all the selfies he could want. You will also hear a mixture of music on the beach. In Baja California, there are two different types of traditional music. The first is bolero music, which consists of a trio of guitarists, but there is also more often a banda. Banda music is comprised of a drum, trumpets, and a tuba. Once you have had your fill of the beach, you can get cleaned up and head out to the main road, which is Highway 1. One of the two places I wanted to show my cousins in Rosarito was Tacos El Yaqui. They only do one thing, and that's carne asada tacos, but they do them right. They cook them right on the grill, and you can order them any style you want. The other place I wanted to show was El Nido. El Nido means nest, and the entire restaurant has a very nest-like atmosphere. Their main feature is beef steaks, but there are two items that if they have them, you should definitely try. The first is panela cheese. The panela cheese is made fresh, and they have this lady at the front who makes flour tortillas at the restaurant. Panela cheese and fresh flour tortillas is one of the best things that you will ever have in Rosarito. The second thing that you should try is venado, which means deer. A venado burrito or deer burrito is deer meat. Deer meat is definitely distinct, but it isn't something that you find in a lot of other restaurants, so it's something that you want to try when you're in Rosarito. After all that food, you'll need time to walk it off. To do that, I suggest going to the local handicraft market. To be honest, most of this stuff you can find anywhere in Mexico, but it's always fun to see what crazy items are out there, and interacting with Mexican street sellers is a fun experience. They are not too pushy, but they will definitely say anything and everything to try to get you to make that sale. Feel free to haggle away at the handicraft market, and remember, everything there is negotiable. A little bit of history, a little bit of beach, a little bit of great food, and a little bit of haggling at the markets, in my opinion, makes a great first time in Rosarito. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and you will get a random adventure video every week. And until the next time, keep on adventuring.